reflect the whole month.
Great.
Good morning, everybody. It is March 31st, Jimmy. Can you believe it?
I can, yeah. It's been sneaking up on us the whole time. And you know what else is coming up is 4321.
Yes,
April
right.
3rd, 2000. We won't see that again for a long time.
Right. Can you turn your volume up a little bit?
Yeah.
I think.
No, it won't turn up for me. I'm up all the way.
Okay.
I found out why why I couldn't come on Monday. My camera was already on, so it couldn't turn on twice.
Oh yeah.
That's why I couldn't
I've
come on.
had that too. Yeah, I've had that twice happen to me. Yeah. Well, good morning, everybody. And Jimmy, we're closing them. I know we've got over 11,000. Let's see, what did I come up with today? We have 11,321 year-to-date closings. So we're still at the 126 run rate for March daily closings. And I suspect that after today, because I love it when the end of the month is the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Because then our maybe it's me. I can't hear very well today. Hang on, let me see.
I feel sorry for the title companies when you set your deal up to close on the last day of the month, because they're so crazy those days. I don't know why people don't just close it a couple days ahead of time.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think it's a bad habit.
Exactly. That's exactly the reason. It's just a bad habit.
Can you move your camera up just a little bit? So there we go. That's better. Thank you.
Okay.
Now read your lips.
Okay.
Oh, where are you today?
I'm at the house today.
I like the blue background.
Thanks.
Yeah, really, really cool. So let's talk a little bit first about 100 Days to Greatness, because we don't have enough signups to really conduct a really good class. So Jimmy, what do you think about starting it the 9th instead of the 2nd?
If you think 1 week will make the difference, I'll vote for whatever you think. I don't know if 1 week is enough for them to get all the materials. I think if you and I meet on Friday and make some phone calls and tell people that we love, that we think this is the best thing for them, with some real marketing on yours and my part, maybe we can get 15 people in there. But it's hard to get people to commit to 20 weeks.
Well, I think that perhaps people need to understand that, they can, if they don't come to the Friday class, they still get the materials and the videos to watch. They just don't get the interaction.
You went mute. You muted yourself. Your sound went off. When does Kane come back from vacation?
There you are.
There you
he's
go.
Back. Yeah, he's back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's back. It's me.
Okay, your producer.
Yeah, oh yes, my producer. Yeah, I'm from home today too.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm staying home all day.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to the office today.
That's a good plan.
Yes, I have to do, Nikki's father passed away. And so I was at her house yesterday and doing some things for her yesterday. And so and anyway, this week has been kind of taken up with things like that. So
yeah.
I didn't get my blog written because I was doing that. So I've got to do that and get that out so everybody gets it tomorrow. And so I thought the only way I'm going to do it is to stay home and not be interrupted and get it done.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes that's the best strategy.
Yeah. It doesn't take that long. And I've got all my material. I just have to, put it all together.
There's a guy named Robin Sharman who's worth about $10 million. I just looked him up, and he's written 12 books. And one of his books, he talks about focus, and he talks about, all the distractions that we have and why it's so hard to focus. There's actually a YouTube video from the guy that talks about the distraction of and what you're talking about. People pass away. Technology challenges us sometimes. Not enough people sign up. We have to change our plan. We have to pivot. As Tom Ferry says, we have to pivot. Hey, we were going to do it on Fridays. We're still going to do it on Fridays. We're just pushing it back a couple of weeks. So you got to be able to change in the middle of whatever you're doing. And that's part of the reason when you get focused on something, if you're so focused that you only go one direction, you don't see the big picture, there's a balance there between focus and the big picture. And it's not easy.
Well, I appreciate that. That makes my guilt go away.
Good. You don't need to be guilty. You're working as hard as anybody I know.
Well, I just know this is so important, the 100 Days to Greatness. And I just want everybody to know, again, that if you can't make every Friday, you can still watch the material. There's videos that we watch every Friday together, and then we chat about them, and then we take a quiz. But you can do those things also on your own because you have joined the 100 Days of Greatness. So you still have access to the videos and to all the materials. So, if you can't make it to the classroom, that's no reason, please, not to take the course. You will get enough out of it with just the materials and coming to class as much as you can. And I know that, committing to 21 Fridays in a row is a lot. So don't think that you have to do that. Any comments?
Well, you're letting them know that the material's there for them, the content is there for them, and when things come up, like Nikki's, father passed away, then you take a time off and you go do your personal stuff, and then you come back the next week. But in the meantime, when you get a couple of days, the classes are not 6 hours; they're 2 hours, and that includes all the discussion and the accountability and the what worked for you last week, what are you going to do next week. There's a lot in there besides the videos. The videos are a major part of it because it's presentations by Brian. But the classroom part is equally as important. And so if you miss a classroom part, you still can have an accountability partner and say, listen, here's what I'm going to get done this next week. And here's what I said I was going to do last week. And here's what I actually did. That's important. That accountability, that's, to me, that's worth the $400 right there. It's just the accountability.
Well, and then here's the agent commitment that when you sign up, you say my 100 days begins, and let's say it's April the 9th and ends on, now I guess it's the July something. I can't think that fast.
Yeah.
But you're going to watch the 21 modules of the program. So what we're saying is you watch those modules, and you don't have to come to our classroom to watch them, because once you sign up, you have access to your member area to watch them for, and so you have all the resources. And if he says, I think one of them, he says, listen to this particular podcast about, owning your own home and what a wonderful thing that is. And that's something you do offline anyway. So, and then the accountability is that you're going to complete your action steps. And Jimmy, that's the other thing, with 100 Days to Greatness, they give you what you need to do for the rest of the week.
I have books from the mastermind summits that he's done for the last 10 years or so. I think I missed 1 year. And going back to those books is like digging for treasure. The ideas that he threw at me 8 years ago and 6 years ago and 2 weeks ago, so powerful to be. He's inspiring. I mean, just to be inspired by Brian Buffini. When I get up in the morning, if I think about some of the stuff that he said and that he's done and accomplished himself, he was the number 5 realtor in America. Number 5 in America.
Yeah.
The guy has credibility up the wazoo. If I was going to listen to anybody, man, he'd be the guy I'd want to listen to.
Yeah, he really does. And he has a way of teaching that is direct into your brain. I don't know how to tell you, but it just goes right into your brain very easily. He breaks things down to a level where, we are realtors, we are salespeople, we're not academia. So he has a way of breaking things down so you can understand them. And then he gives you action steps so that you can execute. And then he tells you also that, you need to send out one of the 3 mailings. You need to send out the 3 e-reports. And he gives you all this material. You don't have to invent it or create it. And then during the 21 weeks, you have to write 150 notes. So that's like only a few a week. I mean, that's 5 or 6 a week.
Yeah, I wrote 20 last week.
Wow, congratulations.
So, thanks. I had help. Hannah. She addressed the envelopes for me. I just had to write the note, stick it in there.
But that's a good point, Jimmy. Where I get stumped is the addresses. Like I had written some notes, and I still have the notes with the names on them without the addresses.
Yeah, that is part of the hard part.
Yeah.
I wonder who his speaking coach is, because I'm sure Brian didn't just figure this out on his own. I'm sure he got a coach for speaking. But when I watch how he presents, whether it's to us or when he went through his listing presentation or his buyer presentation, I watch how he breaks it down into pieces for people. So it's So it's something they can digest one piece at a time. And he doesn't go on to the second piece. So just watching him work, if you're really paying attention to how he works, you can pick up a lot just from that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. He talks on everybody's level, if I can say it that way. Yeah, he's really good. And then the other thing in this commitment, Jimmy, is the 100-day goal. How many closed sales, minimum and maximum? So, minimum close and minimum pending. I mean, these are simple things, but if you have that in front of you all the time, as a reminder of what you need to do, that's all. I mean,
that might be what gets you out of bed in the morning.
Yes.
Looking at that sheet saying, you know what, this is what I committed to. I need to get up. The siren call of my pillow is less strong than the siren call of these things that I committed to, because it's hard to sometimes.
Well, the other day he was saying on his podcast, he said, he got up and he did not want to work out. And he has a gym in his house. And he said it was really hard for him. But he said once he did it and got into it after the first 10, 15 minutes, he was so grateful that he did it. So sometimes things are difficult, but once we get into it, we're so happy that we did it.
Right. The reward is the feeling that you get when you accomplish it.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I wanted to go over some things about time blocking. We talk about doing the 5, 5, 5, and 5. Mm-hmm. And it's so important that you have a calendar. Maybe April's coming up, and every day schedule 15 to 20 minutes, maybe when you're having your coffee, to do some engagement with people. And it's the second quarter of the year. If you missed the first quarter for whatever reason, get started. And if you're doing it, keep doing it, but make it meaningful engagement. And that's kind of my message on the 5, 5, 5, and 5. It has to be meaningful, not just say happy birthday, but say more than 4 words. And we said this last week, but it's very important that you do that. And also, when you're engaging with people, Jimmy, we give people all kinds of information in the group. And if you're a Buffettite, you've got all kinds of information. And you can just repurpose it and share it again with people. And, different people, the same information. So it's not like you have to go out and create all this content, which a lot of realtors across the United States don't have all the tools that we give them. And they should be, grateful that, they are part of our little community and that they have all this information.
Yeah, the wheel is there. All we have to do is harness it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then if you're an Agent Formula member, which you should be if you're not, for the price is amazing. It saves you so much time and energy and money because all the content is there, all the landing pages, everything you need that you can put on. You can do auto posting or you can post it yourself and then boost it. You should be boosting $5 a day to a specific section of California, or if you're doing listings here, do a particular section of Las Vegas with the targeting. And there's no reason not to do it for $5 a day. And if you do it consistently, that's $150 a month, and you just keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and it will put you in front of people. I think everybody still wants that instant result from their efforts, and it doesn't happen.
Well, the instant result you get is that you made the efforts. Like Brian said, I worked out. That is, you do get a result. The Robin Sharma guy that I mentioned, he talked about one of the best motivators for someone is progress. Well, progress is doing 10 sit-ups or 10 pull-ups or 10 push-ups. That's progress. We don't see that as progress when we're in the middle of it. But when we look back at it, Brian calls it the celebration phase. You have to celebrate your wins. You have to, that's part of, when they have a win, you have to celebrate it. And the win might be, I worked out. I did what I said I was going to do. And, congratulations to me. Pat yourself on the back.
Exactly. So take out your April calendar and block off 15 to 20 minutes every day, or at least 5 days a week, to reach out to people. I say 7 days a week, but 5 days is fine. Take Saturday and Sunday off, or whatever days you want to take off, but at least do it 5 days a week, and set enough time to engage with the people, build those relationships, and then check your notifications and respond to anything that you're tagged in, and always look for people to comment on what you sent to them or, shared with them. Because the engagement is really important too for the algorithms for any social media platform. So, the other thing is batching content. So let's say that you want to daily, let me think how you would do that. Let's say that weekly on Sunday, you want to figure out what you're going to post on your business page. And you can actually schedule it with Facebook, and so, but you need to get intentional about it. And so do your daily 5, 5, and 5, your engagement. And just to go back just a second, we taught you last week how you create a list. So so you have some organization there where you can go down the list to interact with those people. Don't just look at your feed and interact. Go into your lists and interact with people, sending them the market stats. Send 5 people the market stats. And then make a comment about, how our market, even though, we have low on inventory, we continue to have new listings coming on board and so on and so forth. And, read the blogs and be able to say a few words about the market. Keep people informed.
Well, and it's something that almost everyone's interested in. Almost everyone's interested in what's going on in the market. They see all this news and all the reports, and they're hearing it everywhere. It's a major topic of conversation because people are concerned. What's going to happen? As we open up. And I talked to someone who's a bartender yesterday, and he said they're getting busier and busier and busier. And you made that comment that March Madness was better than not last year, but the year before.
Yeah.
Even. So. Yeah,
it's unbelievable, and I just want to reiterate, you can repurpose your content. So if you have an iPhone and you, let's see if I can open mine up here. The other night when we went to the lakeside at the Wynn, I took a video. Okay, I took a video. So I took a video, and I can post that. But if you have an iPhone, there's a little edit button that you can actually edit that video and make it a small clip, Jimmy. And you can repurpose that and say, we went downtown to the Wynn and we watched this great show on the big screen at the Lakeside restaurant. That's human interest. That's people, things, but just do a little clip of it and say, if you want to see the whole thing, go over to my Facebook page, and then, start getting the cross-purpose your information to LinkedIn, to Instagram, to Facebook, direct message this perhaps, but you can do a clip of it so that it's not too long. And it was really a beautiful show. It's a new show down at Lakeside. And, that's one of the things that we wanted to do, is to go see it. And it's just gorgeous. They have this huge screen, and the screen is actually on the waterfall. You can't see it that well, but
wow.
Yeah, it's actually on the waterfall. It's just really quite something. And so whatever you're doing, like Frank, Frank and his wife like to go to, Frank Burke and his wife like to go to the conservatory at the Bellagio. And you can do a video of it. And then if you have an iPhone, I'm not an Android person, so I don't know if you can edit a video, but that video is on your phone and you can edit it, put it on your Facebook, and then take it and put it on and on LinkedIn too, and on Instagram. And a tip for people who use Instagram, Jimmy, if you do like these little clips, and let's say then you can do the clips and you can make a carousel on Instagram. And when you make a carousel on Instagram, and let's say you do a clip and then you do you might say something like where people can go to the conservatory or what the times are or something. But let's say you do a video clip and then you do a little post, video clip, little post, and you make a carousel. And this is a whole nother realm of content creation. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that probably know how to do it. But if you do know how to do it, my tip to you is to do it. And then when people are going through their Instagram feeds, they may see the video the first time it goes through. But what Instagram will do is the next time it puts you in their feed, it shows the next post on that carousel. So if you have 10 photos, you have 10, the algorithm will put you 10 times in front of people, but with a different clip or post of that carousel.
Right.
And that's a great way to conserve your time and energy. And you can do this of an open house. It doesn't have to be like a restaurant, right? But then you can do something like, then give some information about the house, and then do another clip about the house, and then you put them in a carousel. There's a function in Instagram where you make a carousel. There's a function in Facebook where you make a carousel, which is just a group of items on one post. So anyway, that's my iPhone and my tip for doing carousels. And I just found that out a couple weeks ago, and just
and you know where carousel came from. You remember those old slides they put that little round thing you put on the slide projector in the carousel? That's, I'm guessing.
No, but you're probably
I
right.
remember when they had those little slides and we put them in the thing, we figure out which order we wanted them in, and we turn the slide projector on, and it'll go click, 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 and it go through the different slides.
And if you're really interested in getting into more and more of the Facebook and LinkedIn strategies, I'm having a class this month, and it's going to be the 8th and the 12th, 4 hours on the 8th, 4 hours on the 12th. And you're going to get how to do these things, how you create these things and put them together. And then you have this knowledge, this wealth of knowledge to use for the rest of the year. And that's why I decided to have it in April this year. I waited a couple months just because the beginning of the year seems to be people are getting their act together, I guess, or whatever. But
So the 8th, is that a Friday?
Thursday.
So Thursday and then a Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
And you get the use of our website for 1 month so that you can get content for free, copy and paste and post and download and whatever you want to do. And it becomes your content that you can use and to do all these strategies. And we also create ads for you because it's not as easy as it used to be. And the one thing that we're going to add to this class is custom audiences and creating lookalike audiences. So if you create a custom audience, Jimmy, for a video that you've done, and you can go into Facebook and you can say, okay, I only want to get the people, I want to create a custom audience of the people that watched my video for more than 3 seconds. Okay. So Facebook creates an audience of that custom audience. And at the same time, they'll create a lookalike audience for people that also might want to look at it for, that same demographic, or however they do their artificial intelligence.
Right.
And so I went through with a Facebook expert, and Kane was available watching in case I missed something. So we went through it together, and then we want to pass that on. And it took me 3 or 4 weeks of doing it with this Facebook expert to learn how to do it seamlessly so that I can teach it. Cool. And it's really explodes your engagement, because you're getting people that are engaged. That's your custom audience. And you can pick they watched my video 3 seconds or 5 seconds. So you want those people that had interest. Then Facebook at the same time creates a lookalike audience of those people that have the same demographic, if you will. I like to use that word because it makes more sense than AI sometimes. And so now you've doubled your exposure for people who are interested in what you're posting or what you're doing. Right. So it's a great way to just explode your exposure on Facebook.
And you're going to teach that technique on your class?
Yeah. And we've never taught it before because it's something in September when Facebook 5 came out and when they had the whole new look and everything. Well, they also, they just added so many features to their advertising. And so we're going to really delve deeply into that. And we make it easy because we give them the ads. So you don't have to do that part of it.
Right. Easy is good.
Easy is good. Yes, easy is good. One other thing, let's see what I did today. Bonus tips. I'm going to post this in the group. These are, so people always, content. People, if you don't have our website, or even if you do, and you want to go deeper into your content, pillar content, and pillar content is actually content that you create. So I've got buyer tips here, seller tips, community, and stories. So you can use this little cheat sheet to create your content. And, I like checklists. So this gives people a checklist. Okay, buyer tips, five things you need to know as a first-time home buyer, or why it's important to work with a buyer's agent. All these little things, there's 6 of them under each topic to just get get your creativity button going so that you can create some for yourself and maybe do some videos. Use these to make some videos. And like I said, do a 3-minute video and then clip it up and repost it, repurpose it. And once you get into the rhythm of these things, Jimmy, it's not that time consuming. It's just routine.
Right. And it's a checklist, as you said, which is really important. Did you see Karen's comment in the chat about the first 3 weeks are multiple modules?
Yes.
So we probably should chat with her a little bit because she just ran through the program.
Yeah.
Figure out what she learned and learn from her. Maybe Friday on our calls, we can start with her.
Yeah.
So we know what to say when we make the calls. She's been very supportive, and I'm going to support her. Who if somebody says they need a night class, she's going to be doing a night class.
Yeah.
We're doing an afternoon. She's doing a night class. Some mutual support would be great.
Yeah, that's super. Yeah, I appreciate that. I saw that too, and I thought we can discuss that, and doing it on Friday will be great. Yeah. So just so everybody knows, the people that have signed up for, we're segued back to Buffini for a minute. The people who have signed up for Buffini, we will call you and reschedule so that you don't show up on Friday. You show up next Friday.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Easter has there's a lot going on right now with Easter and spring break. And I didn't really consider that until I looked at we didn't have a lot of signups, and I'm trying to figure out why. I think, well, Easter, right? Spring break, Easter. So we'll start on April the 9th, if that's okay.
Back to work. April 9th.
April 9th, yeah. Any final comments?
No, I'm glad. It's funny to me that I couldn't figure out why my camera wouldn't work on Monday. I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. And it was just my camera was on already. So I needed to turn that up. Some of the most basic fundamental things. And this morning you said you don't hear very well. It's coming across this technology thing. You got to stay with it and stay with it and stay with it and stay with it. And even Facebook 5 comes out. There's a whole new set of learning. You can never stop learning.
Right.
You can just never stop learning. And this checklist you have up here, what a great way to look for a technology checklist. Gee, did you see if your camera was already on? Did you check your volume on your machine? Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's you.
It's me. Right. Oh boy. Well,
turn your volume up. Turn your volume up. I'm at 100% already. I can't.
Oh, there's Bill. Hi, Bill. Good morning, Bill. Good to see you, Bill.
Realty Bill.
Yeah, Realty Bill. He's quite a guy. Realty Bill. So, I think that's it for today. Gosh, time flies, doesn't it?
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I hope so. Cool. All right. Talk to everybody tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.